You're welcome to my Photoshop fundamental class, and in this class I'm going to take you through the Photoshop interface. I'm going to take you through Photoshop so you get familiarized. So before we get started with our first projects or working on different projects, we are going to take some time. All right. Alright, so right here I'm going to take you through the Photoshop interface. So before we start working on project, so basically when you get started, when you launch your Photoshop, this is how it comes. You have your interface, and on the Photoshop interface we have different elements that comprises or make up the interface. So we're going to look at that one after the other, so we can get a full comprehension. So right here we have several elements that are found on our interface. So the first that we're going to look at is the tool panel. So right here on the left side of our Photoshop interface we have the tool panel right here, this vertical panel, which comprises of the different tools that Photoshop provides. So we have two ways in which we can activate a tool which is found on the tool panel. It is either we click on the tool to get it activated or to activate it, or we use the keyboard shortcut to activate the tool. So right here, how do I get to know the shortcut of every tool? If you place your cursor on maybe any of the tools, it's going to display to you a tool tip right here. So if I place my cursor on the clone stamp, what happens is right here I get the shortcut, which is the S. So each time I want to work with the clone stamp and I do not want to be using my mouse maybe to click on the particular tool, what happens is I can use the shortcut. Like for instance right here, the shortcut for this is M. So if I click on the keyboard M, it takes me straight to my rectangular marquee tool. So there are basically two ways: either you are clicking or you are using the keyboard shortcut. So apart from the tool panel, we also have the option bar, and the option bar is located at the top of the Photoshop windows right here. This is our option bar, and the option bar is context sensitive. What do we mean by context sensitive? It means that the content of this option bar is changes based on the selected tool. So for instance, you're going to discover that we have our rectangular marquee tool selected, and you will see that all the elements that are found on this option bar are going to be different. For maybe if we click on the move tool, see that right here we have different options on the option bar. If I maybe take the shape tool, we have different options. So it is context sensitive, changing based on the tool we have selected. Apart from this option bar, we also do have the panel dock, and the panel dock is located on the right side of our Photoshop windows right here. And on this panel dock we have different panels. It contains different panels for working with different images. So right here on the panel bar we have the layer, we have the channel, we have the path. So they are different. We even have the history panel. So right here you're going to discover that that there are some panels that are single and there are some that are in group. So for instance, if I click on this, right click on this channel, we have, it gives me an option to close just this channel panel, or I close the entire group. So that is it for the panel dock. Apart from that, we also have the workspace switcher, or the workspaces right here. The workspace switcher is a collection of different workspaces. So right here, if I click on this, we have different workspaces that are provided by default. So there are basically two ways in which we can access these different workspaces or the work switcher. It's either we go to this the right side of our screen and we select that, or we go to the menu, the option windows, right here we have the workspace option, so we can manipulate that maybe to our taste. So apart from the workspace, we also have the document windows, and the document window is located in the middle of the Photoshop windows, and it displays the file that you are working on. We have multiple files can be opened at the same time. So right here on our workspace, we have basically 2 files that are open right here, and on the workspace, each document tab displays some information about the open file, including the file name, the zoom level, and the specific layer. So if you look right here, you're going to see that we have the document tab, which is this, displaying the title of the document. We have the zoom size, and we have the color and the others. So right here, that is it. And for the last element that is found on our window, on our Photoshop interface, is the menu bar. The menu bar, it contains different options that we can select actually to alter some changes or to cause changes on our particular design or on the Photoshop. For instance, we have the file, which if we click on the file, we have the new, which is to create a new document. We have to save, we have different, to exit, we have to place embed, and the edit, we have different options, layer, we have filter, we have windows, and we have different. All right, so I think this is going to be the end of today's lesson, walking us through the Photoshop interface. And in our next lesson, we're going to look at how we can customize our workspace that will be suitable for us. So please, if you like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment, and also stay tuned so you'll get our latest updates. See you in our next lesson. TB Abanda Graphics, design your imagination.